Hey Tiffany, my name is Justin here, and in this video, I'm going to show you three things you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. So, most likely, you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I read minds, if you didn't know that. So, I read minds. So, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can help benefit them and their company. So sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who the expert is and who isn't. I have found by giving people a free, easy attack plan of things they can actually do today for their business has resulted in some of those local business owners raising their hands and saying, Justin, I like you. Please do this for me. So by the end of this video, you like what you heard and see I have a lot of tips and tricks up my sleeve, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you want to simply take this free attack plan and you want to do this for yourself, hey, that works for me too. No problem at all. So now let me not waste any more of your time or mine. Let me tell you about the three things that are going to help you bring in more business for you. So first thing is content, the second thing is citations, and the third thing is backlinks. So the first thing is content. So as you can see, I'm on your website here, BDG maintenance. Overall, pretty basic website, not terrible, not bad. Do like that you can fill out an inquiry. That's good. A little call to action there shows you where you guys located. So overall, not bad. And then you have just pictures here. So here's what I'll say: with content, Google, you can make a website, but Google doesn't know what you do, right? They have Google robots that crawl your website and search, right? The only way they know what you actually do is by the words you tell it, right? So you want at least 1,500 words in the landscaping niche to really be competitive. Ideally, 2,000 plus, just because of how competitive the landscaping niche is to rank for Google. But on top of that, you don't want just the landscaping niche, just 1,500 words. You want keyword rich content, right? Things that people are searching for. So, for example, if I were to right click and save image as, if you do this, and you see it save as A9, what you can actually save these images as landscaping in Phoenix AZ or Phoenix landscaper landscape, right? So these are words that people are actually searching for. So this can actually help you boost up just by placing words, keywords behind these images. And you have a lot of images, so you can place a lot of keywords behind these and help you rank, right? So you want at least 1,500 words, and you want to definitely get a lot more keywords in behind these images as well. So what I did was I went to your website here and I typed it into Ahrefs, right? And what's cool about this is it kind of pulls the curtain back on Google. So it kind of shows me what people are searching for, but it really shows me what you're actually ranking for in other websites as well. So for the organic keywords, you have 5 organic keywords here. As you can see, you're ranking for your website name, BDG maintenance. That's good. Burkhoff Design Group, select maintenance, Ellis, Scottsdale, lawn care. So, right, you can see most of these keywords are not really related to you, right? Except for the first one, right? So, and it's not the most search volume. You're only getting 40 search volume. So, not a lot of traffic coming in just from those keywords. So, second thing I want to talk to you about is citations, right? So, what I did, I went to Google and I typed in landscaping Phoenix AZ, right? So first thing that pops up is sponsored ads, right? So the thing about sponsored ads is it's hit or miss, right? It really depends on where you guys are at in your business. If your website is optimized, sponsored ads can be great because you can actually convert on those ads. But the problem is only 20% of people that do search, organic search like I did, landscaping feeding is only 20% click on sponsored ads. And that means that you really need to convert on those 20% or you're throwing money down the drain. So if you're not, just stay away from sponsored ads. 80% of the search do not click on it. So now here's the Google Map Pack. So I know you've seen this before, and you said, Justin, how do I get into this? And you remember I read minds, right? So first one is sponsored, so that's actually an ad. We're gonna skip that. But what I did was I got this website here, Divine Lawn Care, right? So this was number two. Yes. No, well, number one technically, because this is sponsored. So what I did, I went to their website. As you can see, they got a beautiful website, right? They got a video in the background. They have services. They have areas. They have about. They have gallery, blog. So they have so much content for Google to scrape, right? So they can just go through. Robots can just all day go through all this stuff, and this is what's helping them rank, right? So what I did was I typed them into the same soft or excuse me, before I get to that, um, right? So this is their website, right? And it's in number two. So that leads me to my second thing before I skipped ahead. Sorry. The number two thing I want to talk to you about is citations, right? So what is a citation? A citation is having your business name, your address, and phone number listed in multiple directories, right? So for your niche, you want about okay, sorry. For your niche, you want about 150 to match the competitor in the map pack. So if I were to go back, right, in this map pack to be in it, you want at least 150 citations. So that's your business name, your address, and phone number in all these different places like Google Places, local, Yellow Pages, right? So you want it listed in at least 150, but let's not just get 150. Let's get 200. Let's get 250, so that we can not just match them, we can actually dominate them and get you pushed up into this map pack, right? Okay, and then so the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is the backlinks, right? Okay. So when I go to your website here, if it'll load, you have 492 backlinks. So you have a ton of backlinks, right? But not all backlinks are created equal. So I can see that a lot of these links are crap links, they're junk links, right? And the reason I know that is because this tells me how much traffic they're getting, right? 0, 0, 242, 225. So these are not really good links, right? So they're kind of like spammy, like what is this? Let's click on one of these. So this is one of your links referring back to you, right? So you see this. So Google knows what this is, and it's basically just spam. Like when you get a bunch of these links, this is what Google knows, that you're just trying to pump links into your website. And the problem is these are not relevant links, right? So you're a landscaper, you want something that has to do with home care or landscaping or tools or work, right? You want things related, right? So if I get these crap links for you, like I just showed you, or if I get you a Pizza Hut link, you guys don't make pizza, so it's not relevant to you, and it actually hurts you in Google's eyes because you just look like a spammer. So a lot of these links are bad. What we can do is go in and clean this up, get you some better links. Um, and what that does is gives you more authority and gives you more popularity, because Google is basically a popularity contest. It's going to push you up in the organic search, having better quality links, not just more links. Um, yeah. So if we go into your competitor here, you have 492, and they have 215, right? But look at this. The first link, 6.4 million traffic, right? So them linking back to them is giving them so much authority, because that shows that it's a good, great website. 26,000, another great website. 26,000, another one. 26,000. So as you can see, these are great links. So what we can do with this software, with this tool, Ahrefs, I can go in and get these same links for you, these really high authority links, and it's going to really just boost you right up into those search rankings, right? Last thing I want to show you is some of their organic keywords that they are actually ranking for, because I went over that kind of briefly in the beginning. So when I go to you guys, you have those 5 keywords, right? Remember these? So when I go back to your competitor, they have 133 keywords, and just look at this volume. This is the money. This is where you're missing out. This is their name, so we're gonna skip that, but it's still 150 volume. Landscape Companies Phoenix 200 volume. Landscape Services Phoenix 150 volume. Landscaping Companies Phoenix 200 volume. Landscape Phoenix AC 100 volume. So these are literally hundreds of searches you guys are missing out on. Hundreds of searches, right? So a lot of business you guys are leaving out on the table, right? So once again, in closing, we went over content, right? So your website, you want at least 1,500 words, and you want them keyword rich with buyer intent, right? So landscapers in Phoenix landscapers, right? You want to save image as these actual keywords. Second thing is citations, right? So we went over citations. This is going to boost you into the map pack. Getting your name listed in all these different directories will push you into this Google map pack. So in the very top of the searches. And last thing we went over is backlinks. So if I go to the competitor, remember, you guys have a ton of backlinks, right? But they're not good links. 492 links. They have 215, but they have way more authority with just these 215. So that's basically all I had for you. So I know that I gave you some great tips today, and you guys can really use this for yourself. But I found that a lot of people actually need help doing this, and I'm right there. I'm going to be right there as your guide. I can really help break this down for you one-on-one. My name's Justin again. Feel free to reach out to me. My number is 480-232-0315. Again, that's 480-232-0315. Thank you again, and look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again, Sarah.